What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. And brothers, today we're talking about the new administration for Joe Biden, right? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris officially are president and vice president today. And, kudos to them. They won the election fair and square. But the question remains is, what does this administration mean for African American men? Now, Joe Biden was, very adamant in the fact that he wanted to clear the path for 11 million immigrants who are in the United States without legal status. And that's one of the big things that he wants to do. Reparations is not on the table. African American civil rights is not on the table. Helping black men or helping black women is not on the table. Now, again, he wanted your votes, but what's important is to clear this path for citizenship for the 11 million immigrants. And to be honest, I don't have a dog in the fight for that. And I'll explain why. If that's what Joe Biden wants to do and the people who support him, that's no problem for me. But what does that mean for you? Okay? And for a lot of African American men who don't like this move, a lot of African American men who don't appreciate this move, then I dare you to understand how this got put onto an agenda. Because 11 million undocumented immigrants can't just say, hey, Joe Biden, by the way, give us, citizenship, and you need to invoke this. No, there were groups lobbying for this. Groups that put up money that lobby for this, I'm pretty sure. Now, don't get me wrong, this is actually a good move for the Democrats because 11 million citizens that they can get will definitely be able to vote for them in the future or now, or at least some of them. But for black men in America, what this means is that no one is going to cater anything towards you. Like, we must keep that a reminder, okay? And one of the reasons why people are not going to cater anything towards us is because we don't force any issues for them to cater toward us. Okay? Now, with 20 million men in our people in our cohort, as African American men, I'm beseeching guys that in 2021, we need to really establish each other as brothers. I know it's hard. Some of us come from different backgrounds, but we need to start to look at ourselves as the same people. This is the most important thing. We have to start to look at ourselves like that. And we have to want to formulate relationships with each other. Because the people that are coming over here in their respective groups and communities, they're going to put their differences aside. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? The Ethiopian community, the Eritrean community, when they come to America and they're the minorities, they're not going to have those, they're going to work together to start businesses. They're going to work together to establish the communities. And those communities are not going to include you sometimes, or at least a lot of the times. They're going to stick up for the people that's in their community. And what the black man will be doing if he's not, if he's not careful, he'll be complaining about being kept out by these communities. He'll be complaining about, other groups getting jobs. He'll be complaining about other groups getting this and getting that. But here's your opportunity in that, black men, to use your leverage to pull your brothers up. Use your leverage to meet one another. Use your leverage to start things that benefit the community. Think tanks, little things, anything, meetups, agendas that can be taken forth, and caring about your issues. Because what's going to happen is within 15, 20, 25 years, you might not even be on the radar at all. Like, if you don't get serious about what your issues are now and start creating networks now, it's possible in 30 years you're just not even there. You're totally replaced. And what this means is that Joe Biden is not going to cater to you. At all. The Democrats in the past were a little bit more or less willing to do so. But now with, other groups coming in and these 11 million immigrants, the Democrats are going to put themselves in a position where they can win elections without the black vote. Just like Trump did it in 2016. No black vote, you can stand wood. So what Joe Biden is going to do is he's going to make sure that he doesn't have to depend on the black community for anything. And we need to make sure as black men, we don't need to depend on anybody for anything. We need to look at trying to get power in the country. Establishing firms, wanting to compete more with the greater society, having a more of an international outlook, whether that's trading in Africa, doing things in other places. We need to be serious about this because this is what other groups are doing. Other groups, like if you look at even the trucking business, I've been told the Hungarian community is running stuff. The Russian community is running stuff. There are Russians that come to America that are now giving black drivers loads in jobs. And, they haven't been there as long as you have. But they've taken the initiative and taken the opportunity. That's one thing I want to talk about now. Brothers, there are so many opportunities in the United States for you not to be taken. Grab them. Grab the opportunities, brothers. We got to get out of this complaining about that Joe Biden is not doing this and stuck up on emotionalism. Donald Trump, Biden, whoever is in office, none of them are going to do anything for you if you don't take the initiative to let people know that you're there, that you care, that your issues need to be met, and that you're going to put your money behind your issues, right? What's that lady from ESPN? Jemele Hill. Jemele Hill, if I'm not mistaken, is in the works of starting a new podcast network for black women, okay? On Spotify. Do you know why she can do that? Because black women tend to care more about their issues. And they can get their message out. So at least, people that, if you want to win the black vote or if you have to cater to somebody, the Democrats know that, hey, black women, they got their stuff together. We got to deal with them. There's no such podcast network to elevate black men. The reason why is because black men don't really care a lot about what's going on around them. And until you get to that position, you're not going to get anything. It doesn't matter who the president is. Because if black men decide that, you know what, we want to have more care about our issues, we want to pull each other up, Joe Biden has to listen to you as a base. Because your money means something. Your economy means something. I try to tell black men all the time, even on YouTube. The black male economy, even in what we do, it's not the greatest, but it's growing, right? We have market. And I appreciate you black men for all that you do for me. But we gotta be serious and we have to take the opportunity to want to, at this time we're gonna wanna work together. We wanna help each other out and do things, get into businesses. We wanna help things, get into networks. We need to, because these other groups are coming in to the territories that you should be running. They're coming into the communities that you should be leading. And then they're starting businesses. When I go to Africa and I try to tell brothers about what's going on in Uganda or, the things that you can do to partner with brothers over there, a lot of black men don't want to hear it. But then, when the Chinese man goes over there or the white man goes over there, you're talking trash about that. I just don't get it. And, black men have to really take life more serious. Otherwise, we're going to continue to be left out of conversations, left out of opportunities, when we have every opportunity in the world to compete regardless of who the president is. We have to force people to know about what our issues are. And if we're getting discriminated against, we can't be the reason why we're being discriminated against because we don't want to put in the work. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And check out the Patreon. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.